Yo, what up, Unit Army? This is Redline, and today I decided to talk to you about a little bit about competitive Call of Duty. Competitive Call of Duty. Those of you that don't know what competitive Call of Duty is, well, it is a form of, pro version, whatever you want to call it, Call of Duty when people play each other at the top level, 4v4 atmosphere at LAN events, or even online, to compete to see who can win the most amount of maps to win money. If you have not heard of it, there's premier leagues like UMG, MLG, COD Championships was a great event. You've got EGL, you've got ESL, I think, and like some other ones. But I want to talk to you guys about comp Call of Duty in a whole. Like, a lot of people, I've been around comp Call of Duty for a couple years now, but I was around Rainbow Six, Vegas 2 before that, MLG and stuff like that. I kind of know a little bit about some of that stuff. But as for what I'm going to talk about is that comp Call of Duty is like a mindset, a creation way of people. Like, a lot of AMs don't get the same mindset as a pro. So what I'm going to here to do is kind of give you a little insight as an amateur player trying to compete at the top level with the professional gamers. Is one, let's start off with the very first basics of comp Call of Duty, competitive Call of Duty. First, kind of learn the maps. Figure out which maps are what. Learn from the rules exactly, kind of like what are the maps, what are the rules, where can you be on the map, like what's the rotation. Like here on Hardpoint, in this game mode, you want to learn where the rotations are, kind of have them memorized. Go play public matches, you'll get them memorized, they're exactly the same. CTF, you want to learn exactly where the flags are going to be, what are going to be the run routes, stuff like that. Maybe you won't learn that right away, you might learn that off new teammates that you end up playing with in the future, stuff like that. But I'm going to give you a hint on how to basically get started in comp Call of Duty. Really, you want to learn as much as you can about the maps until you're somewhat comfortable. But if you're not, it's not a big deal. You can still learn on the fly. Alright? Now, you want to learn about guns. Alright? The pros use certain guns for a reason. A specific reason. The reason why the pros use these certain guns are because they're more powerful than other guns, they're more predictable, and they will kill and be a little more consistent than other guns will be. So, what you want to do is try to mimic what the professional gamers are using. Now, like, an example of that would be if you're using something like the Scar H, or something like the the SWAT. They're not as powerful as like the M8 would be, or the AN would be, or the FAL. So 9 times, or not 9 times out of 10, but 9 times out of 10 when you get in a direct gunfight, straight up, head to head, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose because that's a more powerful gun. That gun takes less bullets to put into you than your gun does, and you're probably gonna lose. Of course, unless it's online, you could be host, and you never know, you might do well with that gun. But what I'm stating at is you want to increase your odds of winning a gunfight more often. So that's why people use overpowered stuff. That's also why we ban stuff. Now, as for what you're seeing right there, I was using the Akimbo Cap 40s. Those did get banned. Those were something that were overpowered. A lot of people ran the Akimbo Cap 40s. They finally decided to nerf them a little bit. Didn't really make much of a difference. Then they banned the Cap 40s. Also, that was the Select Fire FAL. Literally, right now, I am currently running one of the most OP classes in League play right now, and that's probably one of the worst things. Oh, well, it was one of the OP classes back then. This is an old video, so those of you guys that were watching, you can actually see the fast fire rate of the FAL back when it was Select Fire. So this is really actually one of the old videos to give you an example and hint. But yeah, you want to use the guns that the pros use. Okay? Also, you want to learn map awareness. You kind of want to learn where to be, what position you need to run in, how to rotate on certain map types. And S&D, you want to play it smart, slow. You want to also, here comes the next part. You want to run perks. You don't want to change your perks too much. You want to run about what the pros will use inside situations. Now, you can change them a little bit to comfort feel. Like, if you know how to dodge nades, there's no real point, and a lot of nades are not always coming towards you regularly. then there's no point in running flak jacket for you. You can run lightweight, moves you around the map a little faster. You can run extreme conditioning if you feel like it, you know. Dexterity is a definite must, is what I feel. This is not only this game, though. You want to learn the things for each game. Like MW3, everyone was, you know, extreme conditioning, dead silence, and quick draw. That was our stuff. If you didn't use it, you were kind of off. That, and you want to use the guns. Like in MW3, it was the PP90, the MP7, and the ACR with a red dot. If you used anything else, it was a little underpowered. The PP90 was literally the equal to the ACR. If you got close enough, that ACR would be taken out pretty easily. And coming up, I'm going to have like a little freeze screen here because like while I was recording this, it kind of froze. It was like, I don't know what happened. But, like I'm saying, getting interested into the Call of Duty. Now, besides game tactics, what do you want to do to further your career in competitive Call of Duty? Well, here's one little hint. Twitter. Twitter's a great universe for Call of Duty competitive players. You'll start to learn who to talk to and whatnot. You'll get the chance to follow ANs, follow pros. Pros will give hints on Twitter. They'll be talking about stuff. They'll be like, oh my god, you know, this. Check them out. Make sure you follow them all. But also watch out for ANs. And another thing is follow like big supporters and stuff like that, like Sean Abner. That guy, if you tweet at him, he'll help you try to get a team. So if you're trying to become into Call of Duty, and I highly doubt very many people are going to see this video, but if you do, remember, Twitter is a great spot. Be active on there. You might find it enjoying after a while. Sometimes it's fairly enjoying to watch in the middle of the night, but it's kind of hilarious at times. But, like I'm saying, Twitter. Also, if you want to expand your horizons and grow a little further in your competitive escapades, I guess, you're going to definitely want to possibly try to set up a stream and start doing YouTube videos. Now, that's not for everyone. Like, even pros don't do it. But if you're trying to brand yourself, make a name out of yourself, and you want to possibly make money off this as like a great possibility, I mean, not everybody does, and not everybody can make money off of it, but that's your first branch step. Like, what you want to do is brand yourself. Also, another really big key to helping you in the future if you're slowly gaining an image is watching your image. Make sure you watch what you say, who you approach, because if you torment yourself and hurt your reputation inside the community, you can hurt it for good. You could possibly have it to where people won't want you at their event. You can get banned. You can have stuff like that. So what you want to do is be a little more respectful. I mean, battle chatter talk when you're talking shit to each other, I understand that. That's completely understandable. But aside from that, though, anything other than that is really not something you want to do. You don't want to talk crap about something like, I don't know if you've seen an example of Hydra getting released from Evil Geniuses. That guy's been with them for years, and he gets released because of bad mouth. And that's just it. You got to watch what you're doing if you want to have a future in this. I don't know what else I could cover on a basis for yourself to be a startup competitive player other than find a team or play pickup teams. Go play 8s, go play pickup matches, go on GB, find somebody to play with, go on GB and check the forums and stuff too. That really helps too. And see, this is where I was talking about kind of just freezes here, so it's going to like lap into another part of the segment. But I'm going to go, so I will see you guys later. Hope you enjoy the last little bit of like the last 5 kills or something.
We're winning this fight. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint contested.